Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to another Robin's math workshop. It's Thursday morning. We're fixing to go live here in a few minutes. Miss Robbins told me not to run long again today like I did yesterday. Today we're going to talk about capacity. Another term that is called is customary units of volume. Volume represents how much we're going to be talking about, like liquid volume. How much is in something? For example, my coffee cup. And the coffee cup says you put the cool in school. I hope so. It also says you're terrific inside. So I like all these little things that keep encouraging me. So, capacity. I have a little breakdown here. And students and parents, I don't want you freaking out because if we were taking the FSA this year, you would have this chart to reference. So it's not so much that you commit this completely to memory, but that you just understand how this conversion chart works. Is it a good idea to memorize it? Absolutely. But really what we need to do is understand how to use this chart. So let's just kind of look down the chart real quick and start making sense of what we're, 1 cup, 8 ounces is equal to 1 cup. Now I would say this is a cup, but this is actually a little bit oversized. This is about 12 ounces, so it's about a cup and a half. But a cup is your standard coffee cup, and that's 8 ounces. So 8 ounces equals 1 cup. If you had 2 cups, that would equal 1 pint. 1 pint is probably about the size of some of the small milks that you might get at a convenience store. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. 1 quart, if you ever go with mom and dad to the hardware store, you've probably seen the paint cans that are about this big that they might do some touch up with. That's 1 quart. And it takes 4 of those quarts to equal a gallon. Now we all know a gallon, that's what you get your milk. Milk generally comes in either a half-gallon container or the big gallon container. So I just want you to realize that when you do your lesson today, that there are a lot of these conversion charts online that you can pull up. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, on any state assessments, they will give you a conversion breakdown sheet like this. So you just need to know how to make those conversions. So let's just look at this chart. We're going to do some mental math this morning. I'm not going to do any huge numbers because I want you to be able to do as much of it as you can in your head. I know in the real world we just whip out our cell phones, but you may not have cell phone or internet service. So let's just look at a couple. So if somebody said, well, how many ounces are in 2 cups? So that's where we're going to use multiplication today. So if I know that 8 ounces is equal to 1 cup, obviously 2 cups would be 2 times 8 ounces would be 16 ounces. And we'll do some more conversions just like that. If 2 cups equals 1 pint, how many cups would it take to equal 1 quart? Well, we could say 2 times the 2 pints. 2 times 2 is 4. So it would take 4 cups to equal 1 pint. Notice how I just multiplied down the conversion chart. I said 2 cups times 2 pints would take 4 cups to equal the 1 quart. Same thing here. If you want to know how many cups does it take to equal 1 gallon, to get all the way from there to there, I'm just going to multiply down this conversion chart. And I mean, if you wanted to jump back and forth, you can, but you might get a little bit lost in there. So I'm going to say 2 cups times 2 pints times 4 quarts. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So it would take 16 cups to equal 1 gallon. And that's how simple it is to use one of these conversion charts. And if you start looking at some of the bigger numbers, you can just use your skip counting and your multiplication facts. For example, if we wanted to say we had 3 gallons, I'll go ahead and write this real quick. So say we wanted to know 3 gallons. we wanted to know how many quarts it would take. Spell that right. Q-U-A, that's not really an R, R-T-S. So this is where I know that if it takes 4 quarts to equal 1 gallon, I'm trying to get to 3 gallons, I'm going to skip count by the 4 quarts. 4, 8, 12. There's my 3 gallons. Hold that right, there we go. There's my 3 gallons. So I know it would take 12 quarts equals 3 gallons. And then you could just back that up, like how many ounces is, you just have to just use that conversion chart. And I wanted to show you something that you can Google. Like I said, these conversion charts are all over the internet, but I wanted to show you something that I'm not going to grade it and make you do it, but just to help you understand it. If we were at school, we would draw this chart in the room, and then we would have you students draw this as well. And hopefully this will make some sense to you. It's kind of a really good way to memorize it. And if you Google it, I mean, I literally Googled Big G gallon chart. Just Big G gallon chart. Maybe we'll put that on the stream or something. I know when we taught 2nd grade, we did what was called the gallon man, where we would have the gallon body and then the arms and then the hands. But this is a good one. It's a quick one. I do encourage, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit bright in here. Some of the C's, let me just touch those up real quick so you can see the C's. So parents, if you're watching this morning, and students, if you want to get a piece of maybe computer paper or white paper and you want to draw this, because for me, same thing, when somebody tells me a phone number and I commit it to memory, if I write it down, I know it's in there. If I just try to memorize it, I'm going to forget it. But if you want to do this, they're all over the internet. You can see them. Here's the big gallon. There's the big G. I know that's probably the ugliest G you'll see this week, but that's a big G. And inside that gallon, I have 4 quarts. See the Q's there? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I know that 4 quarts equals a gallon. I know that inside the quart, if I go smaller, that 2 pints, there's the P's, 2 pints equals this 1 quart. And then 1 pint is the 2 cups. Now if we wanted to expand that all the way out to where earlier I said that 16 cups equals a gallon, we could check it out. So let's see. Here's the gallon. How many cups do we have? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And if you draw this and lay this beside, maybe today when you're doing your iReady lesson, this might be a good way to just have a quick reference sheet. Or maybe you like the standard sheet like this, like I had on the other side, to make those conversions. But this is a fun way to do it, and it makes a lot of sense to me. So if somebody was to say, oh, how many pints are in a gallon? Well, I'm going to count the P's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pints equals a gallon. It's just a real good, quick reference chart. So I definitely encourage you to go ahead and draw one of these today. You can sit it beside your laptop or computer or phone. I know we've had some kids doing some of their work on the phone. Whatever device you're using, this is a fun way to do it. We've also uploaded a song from YouTube. I already pre-watched it. But it's a fun song that makes a lot of these conversions for you, and maybe, some people learn better when they, I know Miss Robbins, she loves to teach and learn with music and songs and rhymes, and that's how she learns. So we've also uploaded a song for you that you can go on to, I think Miss Robbins put it on the Google. Yep, I'm getting a thumbs up, so it's on there, and it's just a fun song. It's got kind of a cool, catchy tune to it. So we're going to be going live here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to kind of give you a couple ideas on some conversion charts that you can look at and just how you can work down that. Me personally, I like this because this is fun. But looking at the standard conversion chart and just multiplying down, 2 times 2 is 4, times 4 is 16, 16 cups, that works well for me. So again, we'll go live here in a few minutes. If you have any questions, reach out to us. You guys did an amazing job yesterday. I know that we've got some more information to give out to you this morning. Ms. Robbins we're going to keep building this program. Next week we'll probably see some more things that we've added, but we will see you in a few minutes, and bye for now.